All right. So once again, back and we're doing another clip. Um, the thing that we're talking about now is Bradley Beal declined his $36.4 million player option for the 2022-23 NBA season. He now heads to free agency. A lot of speculation around what he is going to do. Um, my personal opinion, I believe that he is looking to explore his options and that he didn't want to immediately decide on re-signing with the Wizards, but I think that the Wizards are still in contention. It's not out of the subject that, oh, just because he opted out, it means that he's leaving. I disagree with that because a lot of people are saying that. I think that he is still considering the Wizards. I think it's strong contention, actually, and that there's a very big possibility of him staying, but he just wants to be able to field all the offers from around the league, see who's got some cap space, enough space to sign him, and see where everything goes, and hopefully negotiate something else out with the Wizards. So, Alex, what are your thoughts?
I'm kind of with you on this. I just think he's just kind of exploring his options. He's been with the Wizards his whole career, and they haven't really won very much. I mean, he's never. I don't think he's ever been to a conference finals, right? He's only been to the second round. That's the
Um,
farthest he's gotten. Because he got
yeah,
beat by the Pacers,
yep,
and I mean that was what damn near 10 years ago.
yeah,
Like
yep.
so yeah. I mean I don't blame him for exploring his options and seeing what's out there, and then ultimately maybe if he wants to come back to Washington and they think that his young core that they got is what he wants to run with, then there's no problem with that either. So I just feel like it's kind of, as of right now, it's kind of a feeling out option, almost like a TBD kind of thing.
Yes, I completely agree, and that was the point that I made. That um, it's an interesting thing because if he opted in to that final year of his like and did the player option and got 36.4 mil, he had to decide on that today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or before free agency. So he basically was like, okay, I want to weigh my options, but I also want to be considerate of the Wizards. But
Right.
he thought that weighing his options was more important than knowing that he's committing a full year back to Washington. So Trent, what's your thought process on it?
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys what is going to happen
Oh, okay. So a hot
because
Whoa.
take.
because because this is gonna happen. Bradley Beal declined his player option because if he did that, he's eligible for a 5-year max contract with the Wizards. Because if he doesn't re-sign for the 5-year max, he's only going to get a 4-year deal, but it won't be a max if he signs anywhere else. So he's going to sign the 5-year max, get the max contract, and then after this year, if he's like, I don't want to be here, he's going to request a trade so he can keep his max contract and play somewhere else. I can almost guarantee you that is going to happen because y'all see how he eats on his Snapchat on his girlfriend. They be spending $200 at a restaurant. That dude needs a next contract just to eat. That dude, Bradley Beal was an All NBA
Why
player.
you violate Bradley Beal like that? You just kind of violated him,
Nah,
bro.
nah, he is chasing the bag right now. I don't think at this point, like right now, I don't think he's like I think he's content with the Wizards roster and what they were doing, especially. And I think that's also a big part of why they brought in Monte Morris and Will Barton to help him out a little bit. So I think he's like, all right, I like what you're doing right now. I'll sign the max, but I think he's on like a 1 year, 10 year if they still are terrible. So I think he's gonna get that max contract, get a bag, and then after this year, I think he's like, look, we suck, I'm out, trade me, so he can keep that max contract.
Yeah, I agree. I like the thought process. I since we're all in agreement, there's not really much more that needs to be said on the topic, but we're gonna see what happens, and it'll be another snippet if he does something within the next couple days and signs that max contract, or looks at his other options and signs somewhere else, or whatever that may be. But um,
He will be a Wizard.
I agree. I think
A
he'll.
bullet.
I think he'll be in Washington next year, no matter what. But yeah, so that's the end of our clip this time. And once again, we will see you in further clips.